The first thing we will do is come and remove your existing problem, that being your concrete. We will use a bobcat or something similar, as you see here with the attachment to break it out. In the areas we cannot access with the tractor, we will break out with picks and sledgehammers. We will then address your second problem, that being the expansive soils. We will end up 11.5 inches down from final grade in your driveway, and 7.5 inches down in the walkway and patio. Once we are down to the right depth, we then need to set the grades for the correct waterfall. In doing this, we will need to bear in mind that we need 1/4 of an inch of fall per foot to account for the correct water flow. We are now ready to start building up the new driveway, and in order to do that, we will first install the geotextile fabric over the native soil, which will keep the base and soil from migrating into each other. We will then bring a crushed aggregate base. By that, I mean a base that is varied in size from 3/4 of an inch rock to fines. We will then hose it down and compact it using the same plate compactor. The net result is you will end up with a firm yet flexible base to build upon. Once the base is in, we will then lay 1-inch outer diameter pipes on top of the base so that we may install the sharp angled bedding sand for you. We will spread the sand around to about the right depth. Then we will use a screed board to install the bedding sand at exactly 1 inch. We are now ready to start laying your driveway. We will first need to ensure that we install square with your home. So we will need to run string lines or snap chalk lines, which will serve as guidelines to the installation. We will place the border stones. Where we abut an existing edge restraint, like the concrete slab in the garage that you see here, the concrete will act as the edge restraint. As you can see here, we will mark the stones and then cut them with a diamond tip saw. The benefit to this is you end up with perfect cuts. Where we abut your lawn or softscape, we will need to provide an edge restraint. To do this, we will dig up the base and sand, mix it with Portland cement and water to make concrete. We will put this back in the ground, smooth it out, and then hand set each and every border stone into the bond beam. Now, we're ready to begin the interlocking process for you. We will take the plate compactor over the stones and lock them into place by making several passes. This will force them down into the sand 1/4 of an inch. At this point, you could not reach down and pull out a stone. We will then sweep sharp-angled joint sand across the top of the paving stones until the joints are filled with sand. Then we'll make one last pass with the plate compactor, completely locking the stones into place. We will now sweep down the driveway and hose it off so you can start enjoying it that day. There is no cure time. You are good to drive on it, barbecue with friends, or just stand there and admire it.